Rubayat.
Hi.
Hi, come, be close. All right, I have to say, this is one of my favorite people at this conference, so I feel very honored to be able to have this this conversation with you now. So if you don't mind, give everybody at home a bit of an overview, who you are and where you're from.
I'm kind of in the middle of two worlds, I feel, because I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years, building digital health innovations in Bangladesh mostly, and a few other countries. And more recently, I've moved to the funding side and joined Endless Network, which is a family foundation where I'm leading our global health work. Still feeling like the transition hasn't fully happened, but yeah.
You literally stood in the middle of a room that in a session we had a couple days ago where we asked funders to go on one side, innovators to go to the other side. You stood firmly in the center. You said, I cannot declare where I belong.
And probably more on the implementer side, because
Right.
That's where I still feel like I belong.
Yeah. Well, you've been all over the place in this conference. What are some of your big takeaways? You know, you as yourself, but you know, you also, I suppose, representing Endless Foundation.
I think pretty similar themes to what David was talking about, because I feel like we've just spent so much time in piloting different shiny objects, right? But
so many shiny objects.
Yeah, but it never really coalesced into a holistic vision, right? And so I'm really excited to see all the energy and excitement and momentum around the digital public infrastructure and the smart guidelines and the fire and interoperability agenda. Of course, it's a mouthful, but those are the foundational building blocks that enable all of these digital health innovations to succeed and scale. Because oftentimes, like all the pilot that has happened is because there was no fertile soil for these plans to take root and grow. So I feel like I think of it as increasing the fertility of the soil, this kind of investments, which is really exciting to see how much of that energy and excitement there is in the ecosystem right now. I think the other thing is around really starting to look at digital as an enabler that fades into the background and not just something that gets all of the limelight, right? Because ultimately we're all trying to focus on the health in digital health, but oftentimes conversations end up focusing on the digital too much and not enough on the health. So this time I saw a lot of conversation around continuity of care and really like strengthening primary care systems, community-based care, team-based care. So stuff that are the building blocks of health systems and where we need to go as health systems. And digital should play an enabling role in that transition, but it should not become an end in itself.
So the conversations that were had this week, you feel are the right ones?
I absolutely feel so. There's still a lot of silos in healthcare. So we're in a digital health conference. We're not a digital track in a health conference, right? So there are health systems conferences happening. There was one that happened in Nagasaki where there were not too many digital health people there. And then from the health systems conference, there were thousands of people there, but none of them are here, right? So we're not talking to each other. There are big health financing groups. Financing plays such an important role in kind of shaping markets and shaping how things scale, but health financing people are not very much present in this conference.
Right.
So we really need to break down those silos and start to bring these things together in a way that digital becomes more embedded into the health systems conversations.
Well, I'm sensing some goals for next year emerging already, although we haven't even wrapped up 2024, but we're already thinking ahead. And speaking of thinking ahead, what is giving you the most hope right now in the field of digital health? I mean, you really are kind of at the forefront of innovation. You're looking at this from multiple perspectives. What's giving you hope, if you can encapsulate that in 3 words?
So I would say the first word is interoperability, because that's where, as I already mentioned, that's where a lot of the innovations can really integrate and ultimately lead to lasting impact. The second one would be entrepreneurs. So I work a lot with some of the best entrepreneurs in the space, and it's just so fascinating and amazing to be able to work with them and to see what amazing innovations they're coming up with. And then the third would be Africa, because the amount of energy and excitement I feel in this continent, I haven't felt anywhere else. And there's a sense of collective vision and a sense that we're all in this together and we're trying to strive for something more. And I truly believe that this is the century of Africa. So excited about contributing to that.
I think we can leave it right there. That's a wonderful way to end. Thank you so much, Rubayat.
Thank you,
It's been
Shirin.
such a pleasure.
Thank you.